Good morning and welcome back to the channel, bestie. How are you? How's the family? Let me know in the comments below. Since I'm on the adventure of figuring out who I am, I decided today, why not take the Myers-Briggs personality test? I hear people talking about how they are INFJs, ESTPs, ESPNs, BYOBs, YMCA. I just want to take the test and see if it's accurate. I just want to see what I get and see if I relate to it and if I think that it suits me as a person, or at least of who I think I am. So let's get right into the video. I'm gonna share my screen with you right now. All right, so there's actually 3 different types of personality tests that I want to take. But for this video, we're going to be just doing the Myers-Briggs, which is this one right here. So we're going to click on that. If you want to take this personality test yourself, I will have the link down below in the description. But we're just going to go up to the corner right here that says take the test. We're going to hit... Oh, I guess we're right into it. All right, I'm gonna be brutally honest. Obviously, I'm gonna be brutally honest, so please don't judge me on my answers. You regularly make new friends. Oh, we're starting strong right off the bat. I disagree. I don't have any friends. You spend a lot of your free time exploring various random topics that pique your interest. Absolutely, agree. Seeing other people cry can easily make you feel like you... Absolutely. You often make a backup plan for Yes. You usually stay calm even under a lot of pressure. Absolutely not. At social events, you rarely try to introduce yourself to new people and mostly talk to the ones you already know. Agree. You prefer to completely finish one project before starting another. Disagree. I am constantly starting new projects and never finishing. You are very sentimental. Absolutely. You like to use organizing tools like schedules and... Yes. The way they word these questions, man, get really, really confusing. You have always been fascinated by the question of what, if anything, happens after... No, I don't want to know what happens after death. No, I am constantly second... I didn't even read that full sentence. You rarely second guess the choices that you have made. Disagree. I'm always questioning myself. After a long and exhausting week, a lively social event is just what you need. No, I want to sit at home on the couch and watch Game of Thrones. You are still bothered by mistakes that you made a long time ago. No, I made my peace with them. Your personal work style is closer to spontaneous bursts of energy than organizing and consistent efforts. Slightly. It depends on the day. It depends on how my PCOS wants to act. You often feel overwhelmed. Agree. You feel confident that things will work out for you. Gender, female, see results. All right, let's get into this. My personality type is mediator, INFP-T. All right, mind. This trait determines how we interact with our environment. 75% introverted. I agree with that. Or it depends on the situation though. Like sometimes I'm extroverted, most of the time I'm introverted. Energy. This trait shows where we direct our mental energy. 52% intuitive. I would agree with that. Nature. This trait determines how we make decisions and cope with emotions. 79% feeling. Absolutely. Absolutely. I only create content or do things that I'm feeling. If I'm not, then I can't do it. Tactics. This trait reflects our approach to work, planning, and decision making. 51% prospecting. 49% judging. Yeah, I guess I can agree with that. I always do my research before work or making plans or any decisions that I make. I do my research beforehand. Identity. This trait underpins all others, showing how confident we are in our abilities and decisions. I am 83% turbulent. Although they may seem quiet or unassuming, mediators have vibrant, passionate inner lives. Creative and imaginative, they happily lose themselves in daydreaming, inventing all sorts of stories and conversations in their minds. I used to do that growing up. I would make up fake scenarios in my head of like having a relationship with my favorite celebrity or how I wanted my life to play out. So it's calling me out. It's calling me out. Dang, man. I'm not gonna go into full detail about these. I'm gonna just kind of read some information because if I did, this video would be super long. All right, mediators' strengths. Empathetic, yes. Generous, yes. Open-minded, always have been. Creative, kinda. I would like to think that I am, but most of the time, sometimes I'm just not. It depends on what it is though. Passionate, yes. Idealistic, leaders strive to follow their conscience even when doing the right thing isn't easy or convenient. Yeah, I'm always following my conscience. My conscience. My weakness, unrealistic. Yes. I always set unrealistic expectations and then I'm disappointed when it doesn't happen. Self-isolating. Mediators long to connect with others, but they don't always know how. Yes, that's why sometimes I am so awkward on camera because I want to connect with you. I want to have you relate to me relate to you, and have genuine conversations. But sometimes I just don't know how to go about it, and then that makes my videos really awkward. Unfocused. Mediators' imaginative, introspective nature doesn't always lend itself to productivity. Yes, productivity is something that I'm always trying to work towards, but again, I lead everything with my heart and I just do what I feel I want to do in that moment, and sometimes it doesn't always work out for the best. Emotionally vulnerable. This emotional attunement of these personalities is among their greatest strengths. But unless mediators establish boundaries, they can be at risk of absorbing other people's negative moods or attitudes. This is something that I really had to learn, and I learned it within, I want to say this past year, 2020, 2021. Let's say if I had friends that were in an argument with their significant other, somehow I would end up having feelings like that too and end up getting into an argument with Mike, and in my head going, this is stupid, like we don't argue about this, like why are we arguing? Because I was around the other person who was having an argument like that. I absorbed it and then made it something in my life, which normally it's not. So I definitely had to set boundaries on if a friend and their significant other are starting to argue, that I have to get up and leave, because if not, that's going to cause problems in my relationship that necessarily aren't ever there. Desperate to please. Oh, I have such a problem with people when they don't like me. I don't understand why. I want everyone to like me because I'm not problematic. I don't start drama. I don't like drama. I definitely try and stay away from it. When I was younger, yes, I was always in the middle of it. But now that I'm older, like I don't want to deal with the drama. I don't want to be around it. So when a person doesn't like me, I think about all the things that's wrong with me. So then I always fixate on trying to figure out why they don't like me. Self-critical. Mediators believe in their unique potential and they desperately want to live up to it, but this can cause them to have unrealistic expectations for themselves. Oh my God. This test, man, I kid you not. They are just calling me out left and right. Okay, friendships, you are meant to be alone. Now, when it comes to their social lives, mediators may find themselves caught in a web of contradictions. People with this personality type can crave alone time, but they're also vulnerable to loneliness. They long to feel accepted and well-liked, but they hate the idea of pretending to be anyone but their authentic selves. And while they hesitate to draw attention to themselves, they don't want to be invisible either. Yes. I want you to know that I'm there and acknowledge that I'm there, but I don't want you to fixate your attention on me and just semi-include me in the conversations or the things that are happening, but don't put me in the middle of it. I don't always find it easy to make friends. Yep. I don't like superficial or casual friendships. I don't like that. I want the lasting, authentic friendships. Yes. Love this. Love this. Yes, absolutely. Yes. When I become friends with someone and I really, really, really like them, I want to be friends with them for life. And sometimes that doesn't work out, but you live and you learn. Career paths. Many mediators long for a career that doesn't just take care of the bills, but also feels fulfilling. Yes. They want to spend their days doing something they genuinely love, preferably without too much stress or drama. Yes, absolutely, absolutely. For mediators, an ideal career path should feel like a calling, not just a job. Yes, yes. And if it doesn't involve too many draining social interactions or phone calls, so much the better. Yes, yes. Let's see. Praise and positive feedback can make them light up. Yes, anytime someone gives me a compliment or tells me I'm doing a great job, I'm like, yes. I enjoy having freedom. Yes, I don't like being micromanaged. I don't like having someone over my shoulder. All right, the conclusion. Few personality types are as poetic and kind-hearted as mediators. With their unique gifts, mediators can overcome all sorts of challenges and obstacles and can brighten the lives of those around them in the process. What you have read so far is an introduction into the complexity of the mediator's personality type. You may have muttered to yourself, wow, this is so accurate, it's a little creepy, or finally, someone understands me. You may have even asked, how do they know more about me than people I'm closest to do? Yes. Alas, mediators are the personality type most likely to say that they want to change quite a few things about themselves. I say that all the time, all the time. Here's the truth, dear mediator. You do not need to be changed. Well, that's good to know. You have a brilliant inner flame, even if others don't always notice it, and even if you don't always appreciate it. Deep down, you'll know you'll only become your best self if you stop trying to be like anyone else. Yes. This was really eye-opening. It was really spot on about how I feel about myself or how I see myself. Well, now that we've taken the Myers-Briggs personality test, and I feel personally attacked on how accurate it was. It has called me out on some things that I didn't think it would. So that blew my mind, and all I can describe it as is crazy. It was crazy how specific this was and how accurate it was. It's mind-blowing. Mind-blowing. If you did enjoy this and you liked it, give it a like down below so I can physically see that you liked it. Share it with somebody who you think should take the Myers-Briggs personality test. And then while you're down there, subscribe so we can become besties. Myers-Briggs tell me that I have a hard time making friends because I normally don't know how to go about it. This is me trying to extend the olive branch to become friends. But that is it for today's video. I hope that you enjoyed it. Until next time, have a great day. Remember, you are a badass, and I will see you in the next one.